morning, everybody. It's Colleen from Sunrise to Sunset RV. I am out here. It's Friday morning, and I'm parked out at the RTR area, and walking into the RTR for the seminars. And today is the first seminar that I'm going to. I'm heading to the Workamping seminar to see what's up with any kind of jobs that you can get out here. So I'm looking forward to that, to see if there's anything else I can do to supplement my income. But it's a nice little walk. It's not too bad. It's about maybe a quarter of a mile walk to get to the main camp circle, the fire circle where they're doing the seminars. So, and it starts at 10. I want to say it's probably about 9:30, 9:45 now. So I should get there in plenty of time. But I will share some more. Be right back.
At the turn of the century, when the country's economy was really bad, and the only way for people to work was to travel around itinerant working. That's the way people were surviving. And then once they started doing that, just like us, that's the only way we're surviving, they found they liked it. They found they liked jumping the trains, and they found that they liked just walking everywhere. Or if they could afford a car, they liked driving everywhere and working for a while and then moving on. They discovered that was not only a way to survive, but it was a great way to live. Well, there were rubber tramps. Those were the guys who walked. They had rubber on their feet. And, rubber tramps were the people in cars. They had wheels under them, rubber wheels. And leather tramps were those who walked. They just had the old picture we think of with a hobo with the walking staff and the handkerchief at the end. That actually is an official name. I don't know what the official name is off the top of my head. Matilda. That was actually the name. That's why Caravan Carolyn named her van Matilda. Okay. And so when I needed a name, what made the name come back in modern times, we don't say rubber tramp anymore, was the movie Into the Wild. Sean, whatever Sean's last name is, who made Into the Wild about McCandless. Sean Penn. That was a really good movie. He did a really good job with that. And so he talked about being a rubber tramp as opposed to leather tramp. So that kind of brought it into the usage today, although most of you don't know what it means. So it's not broadly in usage. And rendezvous. Rendezvous was from Mountain Man Rendezvous. And I just see a lot of similarities between us and the mountain men of the early 1800s. That we are these fiercely independent, nature-loving people who need our independence, but once a year or more would gather and have this big blowout and just had to connect with each other. And I just see that as a real similarity between us, that we make that deep, profound connection with nature and need alone time, but also need each other. And we need that connection to each other. So that's Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, and the fact that it had this neat RTR sound to it worked well. So that's just kind of what happened. Of course, of your time, you've worked a lot. You had to work. You're a young woman, no Social Security for you, and you've had to work. So she's very, very experienced on the topic of how to get a job on the road. So she's the perfect person to speak, and it turns out you're just a natural speaker. She denies it, but yeah, it's something you're born with, I guess. I don't know, but you have it. Okay, I'm going to get out of here and shut up. So here's the mic. Keep it fairly close to your mouth, and you're good to go.
Testing. Can you guys all hear me? Woohoo! All right, well, I was going to introduce myself, but Bob kind of already introduced me. So I will hop right into today's topic, which is work camping. I'm sure you guys all know the definition of work camping, but I'll go over it again briefly for any of you newer people who may not understand what exactly it is. But work camping is working at a location, working a job where getting a site to plug in your RV or your van is included as part of the the work agreement. So you get paid money, or you do if you work the China jobs that I do, because you need to earn a living. But then you also get a place to park your rig so that you have somewhere to live while you're staying there. What you need to get started. Basically, if you're here, you probably already have what you need to get started. You need a rig of some sort. Now, some jobs do want you to have a self-contained rig, which means that you have tanks like an RV, but not all jobs require that. There are plenty of jobs out there that do not require a self-contained rig, so pretty much no matter what you are camping in, you will be able to find work camping jobs out there that'll take you. There are 4 websites that are pretty commonly used for finding work camping jobs. The 2 that I used were Work Camper News, which has been around for years and years and years. It was one of the first work camping websites, and that's spelled WORKAMPER News, NEWS. And the other one that I used a lot was coolworks.com, which is COOLWORKS.com. And there are 2 others that I didn't use so much, but some other people have said that they've worked out really great, and that is workersonwheels.com, WORKERSONWHEELS.com, and Work Camping Jobs, WORKAMPINGJOBS.com. But besides online, you can also find these jobs in person. You will notice on the schedule here for the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous that on a Saturday there are no seminars scheduled. That's the first day of the Big Tent. And the Big Tent is a perfect place to go and find a work camping job. There are several employers that hire RVers and other van dwellers and other RTRs. As you travel, you find, you land at a restaurant or a resort or something that you like, and you might be able to find a job just that way. When to find them? Normally, employers like to hire workers months in advance of when the actual season starts. So right now, it's January. This is when people are hiring for the summer jobs. So if you're looking for a summer job for this coming summer, you probably want to start looking sooner rather than later. Because the earlier you start looking for jobs, the more opportunities there will be, and the better those opportunities will be. Because
All right, thanks. I never use a microphone to talk, so please forgive me. So basically we're out here just to let you guys know that even though the government is shut down, law enforcement is out here and working. We'll be available throughout the weekend and throughout your stay, and pretty much every day anyway. Our operations are continuing as much as we can. Our main focus is visitor and public safety, as well as public facilities and making sure they're okay. And because we're a land management agency, our public facilities are pretty much all the desert you see around here. So we're still going to try to protect it as best we can with the limited staffing that we have right now. But all the rangers are working throughout the Colorado River District as well as throughout the BLM. We are out every day patrolling the public lands and trying to keep them safe. Some of the things that are important for us to want to convey to you guys is really it's courtesy when you're out here. Everything boils back down to courtesy. We want you to stay, it's a 14-day camping limit to be out here, so once your 14 days are up, you need to move on, and that's courtesy. Some of the other issues we have is noise complaints. Again, that boils down to courtesy. Don't blare your radio or stereo. A lot of people are out here for the quietness. Dogs, not every dog's friendly. Please keep them leashed up. Again, courtesy. Make sure that you're courteous to your neighbors. And here in the desert, one of our bigger issues is dust. And one of the biggest causes of dust is people driving too fast. So again, we do what we call ranch courtesy speed, which is you keep the dust down so the rancher doesn't get mad at you when you drive through it. So same thing out here. Speed limit through the RTR area is 5 miles per hour. Throughout the long-term visitor areas, all the camping areas that the BLM has up here, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour.